Hello, guys. So, I'm sorry about being a little late on my live stream. The reason was because of me cleaning out some old stuff that I used to own, but now I don't because, like I said, I'm cleaning it out. Yay. Yeah, Jay Plays, if you are here right now, sorry about me doing a live stream late, like I just said what I was doing. So basically, I'm trying to get the chat pulled up here. So hold on a second. Because Jay Plays, if you are there, I'm getting the chat pulled up. There. Turn me off. Put my headphones on. Yep. I knew you'd be first, Jay Plays. Okay, so basically, as you can see by the title, Jay Plays, we are doing the news again. And let me send you the link. Actually, no, let me just add you. Jay Plays. Invite. Okay, Jay Plays, you have... Oh, you can't join the Hangouts? What do I get? What do you get for being first? Oh my goodness, really, dude. But anyway, so apparently I'm gonna have to do the news and weather all by myself. Yay. Okay. So also, I actually do want to try something out. I don't know. I don't think I have my iPad in here. Here, there is something called God's number, which when I first say that, you might be thinking it's 8 or 7 or whatever. Well, it's actually for the Rubik's Cube. Yes, the Rubik's Cube. So basically what God's number is whenever you have an unsolved Rubik's Cube like I do, the maximum number that you usually have to do to be able to solve the Rubik's Cube is 20 moves. And what they might have here, I don't know if they will have it on this paper. Oh, let me do that. So let me exit this out. Universal solution to solve a Rubik's Cube. And let me pull up his, this is the guy I watched. Let me go ahead and pull up his solution he has there. I think my iPad's in my room, so I'm gonna, yeah, I know. I heard you're at 51 subs. Congratulations, Jay Plays. Hopefully you'll maybe catch up to me soon. Like, I'm 80 subs, so you're only 30 subs away from me, which is really good. But what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna go get my iPad, so I will be right back. What message, dude? But I'll be right back. I'm getting my iPad because that's where I. Sorry, my brother was asking me a question. You don't get anything, Jay Plays. Okay, let me pull up, excuse me, the universal solution to solving a Rubik's Cube. And also this will be a little thing to tell you what it means. So basically, this right here, let me share my screen. Share screen. This right here is the universal solution of how to solve a Rubik's Cube. And as you look at there, you have things like R2, B, L prime, B2, U2, and all this stuff. Well, basically that actually means what way you turn the Rubik's Cube. So I have the, so I'm not going to leave this up. I'm going to let you guys actually watch me solve the Rubik's Cube to see if this works. But basically what I'm going to do is I have the things on here on my iPad. I have the thing on my screen on my iPad. And I also have what I'm supposed to do on it. So if I don't know what L means, I can just look here and see what L means. And as you saw, I have a unscrambled Rubik's Cube. Now, as you saw, or as I said, God's number, that basically is there's a minimum of 20 moves that you can do to solve a Rubik's Cube. That's sometimes the case, but not all the time. Sometimes there could be more, sometimes there can be less. And I've been messing around with this Rubik's Cube a lot once I found it, so I've been just randomly unscrambling it, doing whatever, just to, unscramble it. So I'm going to see if I have to go through the whole thing to be able to solve Rubik's Cube, or if I'm just going to go through a couple of the things. So let's see. So the first one is L. If you're wondering why I'm looking down on my computer, it's because my thing is down here, or the coordinates are also down here on my computer or iPad. So the first one is L, and L is the left side going down for me. And by down, I mean this way. So that way. And then the next one is R2, and R is the right, and R2 is the right side going up 2 times. Actually, wait a second. So down for me would be that direction. So L is actually me going that way. Messed up. Oops. R2 is the right side going up 2 times, which is that direction. So 1, 2. B is the back of it going left. So this part right here that you guys can see going left. If I'm doing some of these wrong, I am gonna mess up. L prime is the left side going up, so that direction. R is right side going up, so that direction. U2 is top going left 2 times, so 1, 2. F2 is front going right 2 times, so this side would be front for me. So 1, 2. L again, so that way. B is that. L prime again is that, if I can do it. There we go. It's a little stuck. R2, then B2. So R2 is right going up 2 times. So 1, 2. And then B2 is back going left 2 times. So 1, 2. L prime I just realized I might have messed this up. I was doing that with the Rubik's Cube. Like the front and the back stays, but this does not. Oops. So what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to scramble a little bit, and I'm going to try not to do this. I am a fidgeter, as you can tell. I'm going to scramble it more a little bit, and then we're going to redo this. So just random scrambling. Okay. Jay Plays, are you still there? Okay, anyway. So let's see. So I'm going to keep it like this. Like this, right here. I'm not going to move it at all. Okay. So that one. That way. 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 L B D U2 B L prime. So U2 1 2 B and then L prime. Oh, almost moved two of them. L prime. R2B L prime. So R2B. Oh, wait. R2B2 L prime. Whoops. So, yeah, after the LBD U2B L prime, it's R2B2 L prime. So, R2B2 L. It's like R2D2. R2 is 1, 2. B2 is moving the wrong things because they're like stuck together. Stop it. Oh my goodness. B2 is 1, 2. So it's R2, B2, L prime. L prime is that. D2U L prime. D2 1, 2 U. Where's U? There it is. U. So it's D2U L prime. L prime is that. B2 U2 R2. That's a lot of twos. So B2. Who else is watching? Probably me, because I'm looking at the chat. Yeah, so B2, so that was 1. That is 2. U2. You want to say YouTube. Is 1, 2. No, wait. R2. 1, 2. B. 1. D2. Remove your messages? Well, but why? Okay, so so there might be more. Right now that was the minimum, but there might be more to it. Might be more to it. There we go. But that's that. Film an intro for me. I need faith in it. That's why. Faith is my dog, by the way. I'm talking to my brother, and he just goes, "Could you film an intro for me?" And I'm like, "Film my intro for him, or film an intro for him?" And he says, "Film an intro for me. I need faith in it. That's why." And Faith's our dog, and I think she just heard me say her name. Yes. Is there anything you want me to say in it? So basically, I was gonna have you in it and other friends that wanted to join, and just talk about kind of what we did yesterday, which was Google News. So basically, I'm going to transfer this stuff to different things. And
maybe I'm not sure.
Okay. So I was just going to, talk about the news and the weather and such. So let's go to the topic. Let's go to the topic you were at, Jay Plays, yesterday. Let's go to technology, see what it is. Wow. So, okay, here's the first article I found. So basically, on Wednesday, which is today actually, Apple plans to spend roughly $1 billion to acquire and accomplish original TV series and films over the next year. And Apple also recently poached former Sony Pictures Television executives who oversaw Breaking Bad and The Crown, so who were not in that movie, but helping with the movies Breaking Bad and The Crown, to lead its original content. So basically, Apple, starting today, is planning to spend $1 billion to acquire and develop original TV series and films over the next year. I know you don't have a Switch, Jay Boy, so I'm not going to talk about that. And I don't think you have Crackdown either. So this is something that oh wow, Jay Plays. So this is something that I just found, and let's talk about it. So it's basically antiviruses and trusted accounts are not enough to avoid Chrome extension malware. So there was actually a piece of malware that was hiding in a Chrome extension in almost weeks. So basically, this is the second time in weeks that a malware got into a Chrome extension and got someone's computer. So how do I have Nightbot? It's the Nightbot website. I made an account and I linked Nightbot with my Twitch and YouTube. And then I saw that someone had that type of thing on their stream with Nightbot. And I'm like, oh, a custom message. Let me try that. So boom, there's my custom message. So if you're scared of getting a malware by getting an extension, then make sure to do the two-factor authorization for accounts, for Google accounts. Make sure to do that so you'll have a low chance of getting malware. So I don't know what DDoSing is. It's here. Let me actually show you what it stands for. So let me do this. DDoS definition.
Come on there, right there.
So a DDoS is basically, it's short for disturbed denial of service. And as you can see, you can't even see this. And so that's what a DDoSing is. And basically the FCC, which is the Federal Communications Commission, the ones that are planning to take out net neutrality, the FCC claims that it was hit by a DDoS attack. Yeah, it suffered a DDoS attack on May 8th when the net neutrality public comment system went offline. So that's the website. That's the part where where people in the public could actually, I have food now, could actually send letters to the FCC about, do you want this thing to happen, the net neutrality thing, or do you not want it to happen? Well, here, let's go back to that article for a second. If I can. Google News. Technology. Nope, wrong article. I mean, it looks like it was the right article. I can't even find that article that I was talking about. Well, I can't find that article. But it was talking something about that. But it wasn't just saying that extension. It was saying other extensions too. But I don't. Maybe I can go in history and find it. There it is. Antivirus and trusted accounts, not enough to avoid Chrome extension malware. A piece of banking malware was discovered hidden behind a Chrome extension on the Chrome Web Store for the second time in almost as many weeks, in just the latest to slip through in recent months. A number of new applications have been infecting systems all over the world using the download platform, and many have been able to invade the most commonly used anti-malware solutions. While, of course, some anti-malware solutions that are better than others, sometimes a piece of malware is so sophisticated it's able to avoid detection by them all. This latest infection Trojan was discovered on the Chrome Web Store and is as the Interface Online extension. So right here, this extension right here is the only one right now. Like a long time ago it happened, but right now it's Interface Online is the only one that has a malware on it. No, okay. I hope you heard what I said before you delete that. So right now, Interface Online is the only one that has the malware on it. I know you can't see what it is. Hi, Maya. There's a Chrome extension called Interface Online that has a malware. I'm also eating, but yeah, Mighty, there is a Chrome extension online called Interface Online that has a malware on it. It is, here's how you spell malware. It is sentence. Yeah. It's like a virus, yeah. Also, let's go out of technology for a second and go to the home part, because I want you guys to hear this. The Powerball jackpot. If you know what that is, then man, you need to look at some billboards. But if you do know what that is, good. The Powerball jackpot is jumping to $510 million. So, if you got a jackpot ticket and won the jackpot, you would get $510 million. So go ahead and try to get a jackpot. I think we were traveling, and I went inside, went to the bathroom, and then came out and waited on my mom. And there was a guy that went up to the machine and got a ticket, not for Powerball, but for one of the jackpot things. I don't know if he won though. He just got a ticket and went out. So bye, Jared Plays. The winning numbers on Wednesday. Yeah, the winning numbers on Wednesday So the person that got the winning numbers got $324.2 million, and the numbers were 9, 15, 43, 60, 64. And it was the number 4 ticket, I think, is what that means. So yeah, if you had the number 4 ticket, good job. Oh man, I just want to show this to you. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to share my screen. So 1 sec. Just can't believe it. Mighty, if you're still out there, what's your reaction? It's weird. Perfect timing for me to go out of that webpage because that popped up. I thought so. Nah. Let's go to entertainment news, like the movies. See what's going on there. Again, really? 2 hours ago, the company that made the Game of Thrones has another attack? Wow. I'm going to read this, see what they say. HBO. Oh, so they weren't also hacked. They were actually, they were hacked sometimes, but then there was another time where the European video mistakenly gave fans an early glimpse of this Sunday's Throne episode. But this time, the hack actually of its Twitter and Facebook pages. The hackers took over the account on Wednesday night, sending out a message just to show they had managed to get in. These hackers are a different group than the original crew that first attacked and is still trying to devastate HBO. They're part of a group called Our Mind. Wait, I want to see something. HBO Twitter. See if it's still on there. They might have deleted it though. Oh, wow. It just searched HBO Twitter on Twitter. It was either HBO that they hacked or it was Game of Thrones. When was this posted? August 17th. So today. I don't see anything on HBO. How about Game of Thrones? I don't see anything there, so I guess they did delete it. House of Cards. Oh, wow. Now let's actually go away from the Google news and let's talk a little bit about NASA because the solar eclipse is coming up, and let's see what NASA's up to. So this was August 15th. This was 2 days ago, but this is talking about a launch on the 18th. So NASA is targeting Friday at 8:03 a.m. for the launch of its next Tracking and Data Relay Satellite, or TDRS for short. The mission on top a United Launch Alliance Atlas V, I don't know what number that is in Roman numeral, rocket from Cape Canaveral again, Air Force Station in Florida, yep. The launch and related activities that begin Thursday, August 17th will air live on NASA television and the agency's website. So it says it will begin August 17th, and August 17th is today. Built by the TDRS-M was built by Boeing, and this ship will provide NASA's space network the ability to support critical space communication with the into the mid-2020s, ensuring scientists, engineers, and control room staff can readily access data for missions like the Hubble Space Telescope and the International Space Station. A pre-launch news conference will air live on NASA TV on Thursday, so tomorrow. Participation in this event, you don't need to hear that. Um, 9 a.m. on Thursday. And it's almost time for that. Then the launch coverage will be 7:30 a.m. on Friday. So basically, the NASA TV pre-launch social live briefing event will be at 2 p.m. on Thursday, which Thursday is today. So, and we have 30 minutes till 2 actually. So, the launch coverage will begin at 7:30 a.m. on Friday, with commentary leading up to 8:03 a.m., starting of a 40-minute launch window. So yeah, at around 2 is when I'll stop this live stream so I can watch this. I know you're probably wondering why I'm so into this stuff, because I am. But the other reason I was into like the SpaceX launch 2 days ago, I think, is because I have a cousin that works for SpaceX. He's off now, but he works for SpaceX. He just wasn't, he was off when that SpaceX launch happened. And this is a new link. So the TDRS to continue vital communications to link. So in spacecraft communication is critical whether it's the International Space Station linking to Mission Control Center at NASA's Johnson Space Center, Houston, blah, blah. TDRSM is the final spacecraft of 3 in the third generation of tracking and data relay satellites. NASA now is developing the next generation space communications architecture, working to identify creative solutions to meet future mission needs. The TDRS will allow NASA's Space Network constellation of satellites to continue supporting space communications well into the 2020s, which the 2020s is actually the year that NASA wants to bring the, well, you know, take away the International Space Station, want to bring it back down to Earth, basically. According to the Kennedy's launch director, the network consists of TDRS satellites that transmit data to and from NASA centers on Earth for agency missions and expandable launch vehicles. The TDRS project. So the first ever TDRS ship was actually launched in 1973 to determine a way to deliver around-the-clock communications with NASA's most crucial missions in low Earth orbit, providing higher rates of data exchange. The TDRS satellites have played a role supporting spaceflight since the first was deployed from the STS-6 space shuttle mission on April 4th, 1983. So here, when it said Boeing, it said the TDRS was built by Boeing. Here's actually what it meant. So it meant to say the TDRS was built by Boeing Space and Intelligence Systems of California. So that's where it actually was. And this is a basic like animation looking thing of what the spaceship or of what the satellite will look like up in space, and maybe the NASA Eye thing will catch it. I just like added this stuff, don't know why. Okay. So let's see what else we got here. Oh shoot, I hid the NASA logo and now it's going back to here. Let's go to the eclipse. Let's talk about the eclipse since it is only 3 days away, which I am super excited about. I tried to see a lunar eclipse, maybe a solar eclipse, I forget. But I tried to see one once, an eclipse, and it was too cloudy for me to be able to see. I am also part of this cool little app I found. It's actually made by NASA, and it's on my iPad. It's on my iPad. Guys, I'll be ending the live stream in 5 minutes also. But I found this cool app that my mom found actually, where it's called Globe Observer. Here, let me go ahead and open this thing up so you guys can see it. On-screen share. It does. On-screen share. Boom. There we go. It is called Globe Observer. It is made by NASA. There is 2 of them, but only one of them basically work where you can create an account. And as you can see on the top, there is an eclipse thing, but it's not going to open till tomorrow. Like the app, this part of it actually don't work because it's going to open tomorrow. It just went somewhere. Oh, it just went to a little thing. But yeah, it's going to open tomorrow. And there is these 2 sections right here so far. There is a mosquito habitat one and a cloud habitat, really me, and a cloud one. So basically what the cloud one does is so like I said, this is NASA. This is not fake. This actually goes to Globe scientists, Globe Observer scientists, and then the Globe Observer scientists send them to NASA. And NASA's even partnered with Globe. But basically, for the cloud one, let's start there. So you take a pic. Well, you don't take a picture, actually. You record what clouds are outside, the time and day, your location by longitude and latitude. And you just, record it, and then it sends it, and then you hit the send to Globe Observer scientists, and then it sends it to them, and then they're going to show it to NASA soon. I don't know how soon, but they will. And then the next one, the mosquito habitat mapper, it's basically where you take a picture, or wait, do you? I don't think, maybe you do. Yeah, so when you start it out, it asks, for the mosquito one, it asks, enter your local time and day of the observation, and then your latitude and longitude of your position. And then you hit next, and it says, identify the possible breeding habitat. You can have a lake, pond, or swamp, a still water found near a river or stream, artificial or natural, which I'm just going to randomly do this so we can keep going. And then it asks, what is the source of the still water? And you could say lake, pond, ditch, swamp, or wetland, puddle, vehicle, or animal tracks, reservoir, bay or ocean. I'm going to say a pond. And then you take a picture of the site, which shows the water source and surrounding area, and don't have people in your pictures, or it won't be accepted. So basically you just take a picture of that. You don't have to find a mosquito habitat and take a picture of that. You just, find a lake and take a picture of it, or pond or whatever, which I do have a pond in my backyard. I don't know if I've shown it to you yet, but I do. And then that's the mosquito one. And then if we go to the clouds one, which I've made one observation already this morning, you do it again. You type in your location, longitude, latitude, and then your time and day. You hit next. Oh, this time it actually, tells you to do it. Well, it is 1:30. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this live stream. Sorry that it was so long. Or not so long. Sorry it was short, but I hope you enjoyed it. Bye, guys.